to the end, and just, it was fun seeing a woman who looks like anybody's grandma with saltier language to some sailors as a compliment to the sailors out there. 37 degrees outside our WPU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. I'm Doug Saltzman. That's Nick Barczyk at the controls. Again, high school basketball coming up. Laurel Highlands and TJ, boys basketball, we'll be joining them in just a couple of moments here on your local station, WMBS Uniontown. I'll be back tomorrow every Tuesday and Wednesday, generally 5:15 till 7 p.m. We'd love to be on more, so you want to help with that, feel free. Let's head it over right now to Laurel Highlands High School for tonight's game. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
It's time for another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night coverage of high school basketball here on WMBS Facebook Live and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, being brought to you by WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the Sprouse Insurance Group, the Radcliffe Law Firm, the Roosters Roost, Armstrong, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Auto Land Hyundai, Cherokee Recycling, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Freaky Fast, Freaky Good, Jimmy John's in Uniontown, Attorney Melinda Delarose, the George Dental Associates, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Russ Blejo, your local Allstate insurance agent, Ted Sova and Son Auto and Fender Repair, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown, Ford of Uniontown, Northwest Mutual Agent John Ritchie, Uniontown Detailing, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshock, the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, the Somerset Trust Company, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds-elect John Marietta, the Simply Sweet Boutique, Perkins Painting, Potter's Sports Bar and Grill in Uniontown, M&R Transit, Mamaruka's Pizza Shop in Uniontown, the Centers for Rehab Services and physical therapist Jim Burns, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the C. Harper Auto Group, Casey's Sports Cafe, Rose Motors in Masontown, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Peachins Pharmacy in Connellsville, SWGI in Uniontown, Thurby's Riverside Ford, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, and Joby's Golf. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, Facebook Live, and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
From Laurel Highlands High School, it's time for high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Tonight's the conference opener in Section 1-5A. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs 6-0, hosting the 2-6 Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. The Mustangs coached by Rick Hogger, Dom DeSico, the head coach of the Jaguars, and each coach in their 17th year with their respective school. Brian Morozak alongside Steve Stewart, Billy Dice behind the camera on Facebook Live, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Uniontown Detailing, a brand new sponsor. Steve, would like to welcome Uniontown Detailing aboard, and Shop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown. And, of course, our pregame show, as always, brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And, Steve, so far this season, Laurel Highlands really untouchable. The closest any opponent has been to the Mustangs so far this season was Baldwin in Laurel Highlands opener. The Mustangs rolled there 72-56, and they're coming off of two very impressive wins over Taylor Alderdice and Woodland Hills.
Yeah, they've been terrific so far this season, and the big three, DeShields, Gallagher, and Davis, have been unbelievable. And you actually could maybe call it the big four, even though one of them's not the starter. With Pratt, he's been just as good as those other three at times, and he's been really good, especially the last couple games. He's been really coming on, scoring a lot more. So they've been terrific. And like I said, the only thing the only concern I think Coach Hogger has is depth. They don't have a lot of depth. If they would happen to get injuries, sicknesses, or foul trouble, that could become a problem. But so far so good. The kids have been playing very smart, very disciplined. Haven't been taking silly fouls, and they've been staying pretty much in every, keeping their heads in the game, and they've been doing a great job.
You've had some memorable games between Laurel Highlands and Thomas Jefferson over the last couple of years. Of course, that 5A WPIAL semifinal round game from 2020 in which Laurel Highlands rallied to defeat the Jags 44-42. There was also a 2-point win for Laurel Highlands last year on a Rodney Gallagher late shot where the Mustangs won at TJ 58-56. The Mustangs also won here in the regular season at home 73-60 over the Jags. But this Jaguars team this year, Steve, we saw them up at TJ against Uniontown. They're young. They have a very talented sophomore in Evan Berger, but a lot of question marks after that. They had a big win over Moon right before the holiday break, but then lost a pair of games in Maryland. They played in the same snowball tournament that Uniontown participated in, and they lost to both the host school Southern Garrett and the consolation. They lost their legs against Northern Stafford.
Yeah, it's they've had some difficulty, but they, we saw them early in the year. They didn't look too bad, and I think they'll at least any team that's coached by Dom DeSico is going to be in the game, or at least he knows how to get the most out of his players. So they'll probably play a different maybe a slow down style of attack tonight to try to slow the Mustangs down. It hasn't worked against anybody. A lot of teams have tried that to stop their run game, and they're going to try to keep things. I would think they'd try to keep it to a low-scoring game if they can. Probably their best chance, but it's going to be tough for them. I mean, they're going against a Mustang team that, again, this is a probably once in every 25, 30-year team that we've seen, and this is one of the best ones since I've been living here in 25 years or so that I've seen, and these guys are terrific. So every team that the Mustangs players are going to have their hands full for sure.
Should be a lot of fun as always. We'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger and Dom DeSico, the head coach of the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. When you're in an accident, it can be frightening. You have to deal with insurance companies, medical bills, doctors, and employers, all while trying to recover from your injuries. We want you to concentrate on getting well and allow us to handle the rest. We have 40 years of experience at handling all sorts of personal injury cases here at Radcliffe Law. Call our office today at 724-439-3939 to set up your free consultation. We have Saturday appointments available. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? Yes. NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
It's a fact, we go your way all around every day. It's a fact, we're striving harder to get you farther.
It's a fact. There's public transportation available for everyone in Fayette County. With Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, you can grab the bus to practically everywhere. FACT has multiple programs to get you where you need to go, including curb-to-curb shared ride services, medical assistance transportation program, persons with disabilities programs, and many others. Curb-to-curb transportation fares vary for programs, but range from 0 and over, depending on mileage. Just make a reservation the day before your trip by 2 p.m. Call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com for more information. It's a fact. They'll get you there.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Thanks for calling Autoland Hyundai, your hometown dealer. This is Chris Parker Jr. speaking. How can I help you?
I hope so. Do you fix cars?
Yes, we do. We pride ourselves on having the finest service department around.
Well, my car is broken, and I would really like to get it fixed by someone that I can trust.
You can count on us. We've been recognized by Hyundai as the #1 service department in the Pittsburgh District, which encompasses 7 counties in PA plus parts of West Virginia and Maryland.
If it's not too pricey, I only have $30.29.
I see. What's your name?
Olivia. Little Olivia.
Oh.
I'm going to ask my daddy to bring you my pedal car tomorrow so you can fix it.
At Autoland Hyundai, you'll get the most dependable service no matter your make or model with convenient Saturday hours to fit your schedule.
You'll always pay less to drive or service. The best at Autoland Hyundai, your hometown dealer.
Located in downtown Uniontown, online at AutolandHyundai.com. Phone 724-437-9999 for Autoland Hyundai.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
High school boys basketball action on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting Thomas Jefferson, being joined by Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. And, Coach, your Mustangs really stepped up with another win over Woodland Hills last time out by a score of 77-35. Made even more impressive that you played the game without your leading scorer, Keandre DeShields.
The fact that, we had Jaden Pratt step in and, just play an outstanding game. And certainly moving forward, we have to build on our depth anyway. So hopefully, we had a little foul trouble there too, so we were able to get, Patrick Cavanaugh involved a little bit, with Keandre being out. And, Blaze Christner is expected to be able to make some contributions, but he's had a couple setbacks along the way, so hopefully he's going to be available on a consistent basis from now on, which I think we're good with that so far. So if nothing else, it provided us with an opportunity to have some other people involved, which it'll become an issue at some point somewhere.
We said early on in the year you really didn't need Rodney Gallagher to score because you had so many weapons. Well, you kind of needed Rodney to score against Woodland Hills, and he certainly stepped up and took advantage of that along with Jaden Pratt. They both had really nice games.
Well, that's the type of player that Rodney is. He's pretty aware of what is needed, and when he can do whatever's needed, he'll do it. He doesn't worry about his points or his amount of shots he gets. He worries about wins. And certainly it just proved that, he should never be forgotten because if he's needed to do some scoring, then he'll assert himself more so in that area. And as you can see, it worked out pretty well.
Do you expect to have Keandre back this week?
I do. Now, I don't know exactly, where he'll be at cardiovascularly or things like that, but he should be back at some point this week, and we'll get him worked back in there.
Let's talk about the matchup with Thomas Jefferson at your conference opener, so the game even a little bit more meaningful because it counts in the conference standings. And they've given you some pretty memorable games over the years, especially that WPIAL semifinal round game from 2 seasons ago.
Yes, they did, but I know that Coach DeSico will have them ready to play, and you can always count on them playing hard and tough. So we need to clean up a few things moving forward, but I wouldn't expect anything other than a really good game, tough, hard-fought game from Thomas Jefferson. That's the way the games have typically been over the years, and I don't see any reason to think otherwise.
And they have a sophomore, Evan Berger, saw some time last year as a freshman, has really put up some good numbers this year, averaging over 21 points a game.
Well, he can certainly shoot the basketball, and we have to make sure that, we make the shots that he does take tougher than what he's been used to taking. Good players are going to get shots. You just have to make them be as tough as you can possibly make them. And for the most part, we've been pretty good at getting hands up on shooters and making them take some tough shots, but it's still an area where I see where you could improve upon a little bit more.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck against TJ, and we'll see you out there.
Okay, Brian. Thank you so much.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. Stay tuned. The Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll talk to the head coach of the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, Dom DeSico, here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Call 724-437-27. With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Hello, everyone. This is John Marietta. With God, all things are possible. Who would have ever thought we would have come this far? I want to thank each and every one who has helped me get this far. We couldn't have done this without you all. Change is what you ask for, and that's what you're going to get. This was about you, not me. I'm just a regular guy trying to do the right thing. I am John Marietta. I am the hillbilly. With your help, you have made me the next recorder of deeds for the people of Fayette County. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back now with Thomas Jefferson, head coach Dom DeSico. The Jags at Laurel Highlands tonight taking on the Mustangs, Section 1 5A opener for both teams. And, Coach, you sit at 2-6 with this juncture of the season. Certainly has been a roller coaster ride to some extent. You played a very good game, knocked off Moon right before the Christmas break, 63-58. We're actually in the game against a very tough Southern Garrett team down at the Snowball Tournament. Ended up losing there by 4 and kind of lost your legs in the consolation game against Northern Stafford.
You know what? They're just learning how to play, Brian. They're so young. Even any older guys that are playing never played varsity before, so it's a work in progress. But I really like how they're working. Southern Garrett, I thought we played a really, really solid game. unfortunately, we had a chance at the end and didn't get it done. But, in the consolation game, I just thought the athleticism of that team, just like Laurel Highlands, will give a young team problems. It just will. But overall, really happy with the progress they're making.
You've had a number of close games so far this year, which is certainly going to help you, I think, once you get in a conference play.
Well, that's what we've been shooting for, to be honest. We're so young, so inexperienced. We just want to be able to somehow play well enough to get into the playoffs. If we can do that somehow, I think we have a real big upside because of how young we are, and our young kids are just going to get better and better.
And it seems like after Laurel Highlands, there's certainly a lot of balance in this conference. It's tough to really pick a favorite for maybe second place in the section right now.
Oh, I think it's wide open. Obviously, Laurel Highlands, I think, is the best team in 5A right now. Not just our conference, just the best team in 5A. And, they don't have one weak spot. They're just, what's impressive about Laurel Highlands is how hard they play defensively, too. And they're just a great team. They're just great. They're great at every position.
And that's not an easy game to start conference play with, going up against the Mustangs on the road. What are you telling your team going into this matchup?
Well, you know what? I just want to see us compete. That's really my main goal is, are our kids going to compete, or are they going to be scared, or what are they going to do? I think I know this team, even though it's only been a little bit. I think we'll compete hard. And that's what I'm looking for our guys to do, just compete.
And it seems like you're starting to get more production other than Berger in your lineup as well. It seems like you are getting, some guys are kind of learning to play varsity as well, and it's good when you can have more than just one outlet as far as scoring is concerned, like you had early on in the season.
That's true. And we've had injuries, too, which now some of these kids are coming back. So, it's a whole new process now, getting them involved in the offense and in this whole scheme of what we do. So it's a work in progress, like I said, but, it's real good to see Sullivan score, to see some of the other guys score for us. That really takes the pressure off Evans.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. We'll see you out there on Tuesday. Best of luck against the Mustangs.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's Thomas Jefferson, head coach Tom DeSico. The Jaguars taking on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Boys high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Stay tuned. The starting lineups in the opening tip-off on the way next.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us. Here for you.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit SCHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year, with $3,000 cash trade equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest, plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Casey Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home-cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. They are conveniently located at 1310 Pittsburgh Road in Uniontown. But look for Uniontown Detailing in February at a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Your streaming solution is here. EXP Stream from Armstrong brings live, recorded, and on-demand programs together with streaming entertainment like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and more, with one box and one remote. Put TV on your schedule with incredible features like Start Over, which lets you catch up on live shows up to 3 days later, and Cloud DVR with 50 hours of HD storage. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/stream to sign up today. EXP Stream. Streaming solved.
Prime Rozak and Steve Suberg back here at Laurel Highlands High School, about 8 minutes away from the opening tip-off tonight. Steve, is your starting lineups to be brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic, get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. Here's Steve.
Okay, for Thomas Jefferson, starting tonight at guard, 5'9", junior number 1, Ryan Lowry. At guard, a 6'2", sophomore, number 2, Evan Berger. At guard, a 5'9", senior, number 3, Joe Lexi. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 5, Sean Sullivan. And at forward, a 6'1", senior, number 11, Kyle Bender. For the Mustangs tonight, starting at guard, 6-foot junior, number 2, Rodney Gallagher. At guard, a 6'1", junior, number 3, Brandon Davis. At forward, a 6'3", senior, number 4, Jaden Pratt. At forward, a 6'2", senior, number 15, Joe Chambers. And tonight getting the start is number 22, 6'2", senior, A.J. Sumter is getting a start tonight for the Mustangs. So no DeShields, and apparently Nico John's not available tonight as well.
We were told Keandre might play, though, Steve, but he's just not going to start.
Well, he's out there warming up. He looks fine, at least from a warm-up perspective. He's hopping around and jumping around like normal. So he does look at least healthy. So we'll see, hopefully, if he'll get in there. I'm sure he'll probably get in there sooner than later.
Yeah, I think his stamina just a concern coming off an illness last week, so we'll see how that plays out. When we come back, we'll let you know about enrollment numbers for next year. They came out for both of these programs for boys basketball during the next cycle. Let you know where Laurel Highlands and TJ are stacking up during the next enrollment cycle. Then the tip-off, Laurel Highlands and TJ here on WMBS, Facebook Live, the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Looking for the highest quality products and at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
You know the importance of planning for retirement, and you plan to enjoy a long and healthy life after you retire. But it's also important to plan for the possibility of needing care on a long-term basis. As life expectancies grow in the U.S., the potential need for long-term care grows as well. A Northwestern long-term care insurance company policy can help pay for the care you may need.
To learn more, call John R. Ritchie today, 724-550-4414. That's 724-550-4414 for John R. Ritchie.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease for GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at $10,000 per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Brian Rozak and Steve Supert back here at Laurel Highlands High School, a couple of minutes away from tossing it up tonight. And Steve, PIAA enrollment classification for the next cycle came out earlier on today. Laurel Highlands actually 4A based on school enrollment for next year, but talking to Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hager earlier on today, he said he's not sure if the Mustangs will play in 4A or choose to play up in 5A next year. Thomas Jefferson will be 5A again. They're actually 3 students above the 4A cut line. The Mustangs obviously know they have a good team coming back again for next season, and they might be pretty comfortable in this 5A classification.
Well, I would think so. I mean, they've been winning every game by 25 points. I would hope so. I mean, and if they go down, it's just going to get worse. I mean, as far as the score, especially with most of these guys coming back. I mean, you look at their roster; they don't really have, other than Chambers and Johns are the seniors, right? And then the big three are Gallagher, DeShields, and Davis will be back. Pratt will be gone, but still, I mean, that's you could definitely compete. And I think a lot of that. When's he have to decide by before the season's over?
Yeah, probably within the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Now, obviously, the advantage of moving down, you'd recreate a rivalry with Uniontown, who's also in 4A, and Albert Gallatin moving down from 5A to 4A next year as well. Connellsville will be in 5A, so you might want to look at the local rivalries there as well. We'll see what the Mustangs decide over the next couple of weeks. And Coach Hager actually said he hopes to have a decision made there by the end of this week. Just wants to talk it over with a few other folks with the administration to decide what they're going to do moving forward. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this. Laurel Highlands hosting Thomas Jefferson here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Let's face it, sometimes local is better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. But what about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Plaho is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Plaho today at 724-439-9700. Russ can help you with the protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands?
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Hello, everyone. This is John Marietta. With God, all things are possible. Who would have ever thought we would have come this far? I want to thank each and every one who has helped me get this far. We couldn't have done this without you all. Change is what you ask for, and that's what you're going to get. This was about you, not me. I'm just a regular guy trying to do the right thing. I am John Marietta. I am the hillbilly. With your help, you have made me the next recorder of deeds for the people of Fayette County. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu. Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the home whites, blue numbers, red trim. They're working left to right as we describe it. Thomas Jefferson and the away golds, black numbers, working right to left. Again, for Laurel Highlands, a bit of a change in the starting lineups tonight, Steve. Gallagher, Davis, Pratt, Chambers, and Sumter. DeShields is here. He'll play, but no Nico Johns for the Mustangs tonight. Again, Lowry, Berger, Lexi, Sullivan, and Bender for Thomas Jefferson. Bill Beener, Mike Chokel, and Ron Giuliano are officials for tonight. Jaden Pratt in the center circle. He'll jump against Evan Berger. Again, we'll have our eyes on Berger tonight. Steve, the sophomore, averaging 21 points and 7 rebounds a game as Billy Beener steps in. He'll toss it up and we're underway. Opening tap on the far side, controlled by Thomas Jefferson and Ryan Lowry, and a little poke, and it goes out of bounds and over to Laurel Highlands.
Wow, that's a break for the Mustangs. Right off the bat, Sumter poked it out of bounds, and he looked like he poked it right out of Lowry's hands, and the official called it off of Lowry, so the Mustangs get a nice call in the opening play.
Opportunity for Sumter in the starting lineup as the senior as Gallagher drives on the inside. Foul called here on Thomas Jefferson. They're going to call it here on the floor. And a push call there, I believe, on Bender. Yes, it goes on Kyler Bender, number 11. His first team first. Mustangs send it into Pratt around the arc on the far side. Touch from Joey Chambers back to Davis. Now Rod far wing. Thought about the long three. Back to Davis between the circles. Near wing Chambers back in the corner. Pratt showed some range last week with 2 made threes. Missed there off the front of the rim. And Thomas Jefferson, the rebound running back. Berger off to Lowry. And Berger again. Floater just right in the lane. No good. Ball deflected high in the air. Actually went off the back iron and right over to Jaden Pratt. Off to Davis and across. Sumter tries to set the screen. Davis in the lane. Pretty move, and the finish with a left hand. Brandon Davis opening 2 points of the night. 2-0 Mustangs.
Little underhand double pump scoop shot.
Laurel Highlands in business. Lowry coming back. Good defense from behind. Davis knocks it out of bounds. We'll stay with the Jags here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
Just so fast to, get Davis and Gallagher and the Shields and Pratt. They're just so fast out there.
Joe Lexi, nice bounce pass on the inside, and Kyler Bender fouled going up. That'll be in the act. And 2 free throws upcoming here for the Jags senior.
Be on Gallagher, who swiped at the ball. Pratt jumping up in the air was probably going to get a block, and Gallagher swipes it out of his hand, but he gets called for the foul, and good luck roll there on the free throw by Bender.
Bender came in 75% for the season from the free throw line. As the Jags back to within 1 and 2-1 on the second free throw. Good again from Bender, and we're tied at 2. 6:56 left here in the first. Here's Gallagher back across from the far wing. Long 2 on the way, in and out. On the backside, offensive rebound. Jaden Pratt got fouled on the putback attempt, but Jaden showing the hops again, Steve, and he's really been dynamic, now averaging 11.3 points a game, had 17 against Alderdice, and followed that up with a 22-point performance against Woodland Hills.
Well, he's just been good around the basket, and and he made a lot of shots from the outside last week as well. But I think, in the long run, Coach Hogger would probably prefer if he would just stay around that basket and get all those garbage kind of Dennis Rodman-like points around the basket.
Missed the first free throw, misses the second as well, and TJ with the rebound. We're tied at 2. 6:41 left here in the opening quarter. Brian Merlzak along with Steve Super. Nice to have you along with us for Tuesday night of high school basketball action. Section 1 5A opener for both of these teams, start of 2022. On the inside there, Berger switches back here to Sean Sullivan, and Sullivan's been coming alive from the outside. He's actually 40% from outside the three-point arc, tries to drive in here, and he's called for the travel.
Our buddy Billy Beener on the call.
And Beener, Chokel, and Julian.
I can't text Billy tonight and ask him any rules
No,
questions.
you can't. You can ask him at halftime maybe
Yeah.
if we had a questionable call in the first half. Here's Brandon Davis. Gallagher was cutting. Davis is going to stay with it. Now Davis has a seam. Scoop shot scored. Brandon Davis has all 4 of the points for the Mustangs tonight. They lead at 4-2, 2 minutes in. Lexi playing catch in the backcourt with Berger, and then the pass up the court deflected out of bounds by Joey Chambers. And the local teams here, Steve, in the area, seeing a lot of Thomas Jefferson. Uniontown played them earlier on this year. They played in the same Christmas tournament down in Maryland as the Red Raiders last week. And here we are opening up 2022 with the Mustangs playing Thomas Jefferson. Talking to Billy Dice, who's behind the camera. It's his 4th time he's seen the Jags this season. Good interior pass there. Berger to Bender, and Bender with the first field goal of the game for the Jags. We're tied at 4. 5:33 left here in the first. Here's Gallagher pulling it out. Joe Chambers, 3 on the way. Too strong on the backside. Rebound control there by Evan Berger. Pushes it forward there to Joe Lexi. Lexi on the far wing. Back to Berger again. Berger with a little poke there from Brandon Davis. Frees it up to Joey Chambers, and now Rodney Gallagher on it. Back through center for the Mustangs. Gallagher staying with it. Down to Chambers. Got too deep. Resets. Far corner. Pratt launches the 3. Rattles out. Sumter going for the rebound. And I think he was held there, Steve, by Bender. It'll be Bender's second personal foul.
Yeah, the one thing that you got to look at here is Pratt. He made a couple shots last week, and now he's hanging around that 3-point line. And I'm sure, things have been going so well for the Mustangs shooting-wise, but, they're going to need Pratt to get around that basket and get those rebounds.
Gallagher, long three, connects from the outside. That's his 12th made three of the season. Rodney Gallagher came in averaging 18 points a game, puts the Mustangs on top 7-4 there with that make. 4:50 left here on the first. Far side, they're going to roll Lowry out of bounds on that pass up the court intended for Elias Lippincott. Mustangs got a couple of breaks there, Steve, on that far end line. And the Mustangs get it back, leading by 3. 4:40 left here in the first. Gallagher on the near side to Brandon Davis. Off right of the lane, Jaden Pratt. Little fadeaway came up short. And right, Pratt a little cold here to start here in the opening 3.5 minutes. Berger back across, long three, ties things up as he rattles it home. Evan Berger, the sophomore, came in averaging 21 points a game, shows his range there, and we're tied at 7. The Mustangs getting a little bit of a game here in the opening 4 minutes. Gallagher driving, gets the basket and 1. So Rod coming alive again, has 5, can make it 6 here at the foul line. Mustangs on top 9-7. 4:15 left here in the first.
They call that on Sullivan, his first.
Ready, the 4th team foul on the Jags. 1 on Berger, 1 on Sullivan, 2 on Bender, and a free throw make there from Rodney Gallagher. Came in pretty consistent for Laurel Highlands this season from the free throw line. Gallagher 20 of 28, 71%. Mustangs as a team shoots 72%, 63 of 93. Down low, a little up over the shoulder and in there, Ryan Lowry, and he draws the foul in the process. So TJ, they've had an answer back on the Mustangs almost every time down the court so far. That foul on Joey Chambers.
Yeah, Rick Hogger has seen enough. And he's going to get DeShields in the game.
And DeShields played against Alderdice. Did not play against Woodland Hills with an illness last week as the free throw good there from Lowry to tie the game up at 10. And Coach Hogger told us during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show he wasn't sure about Keandre's stamina for tonight coming off of that illness. But he's out there now with this game tied at 10 here at the 3:49 mark of the first. He has the basketball on the far side. He'll spot up for the 3. It's off the mark, and a good job boxing out there from Evan Berger on the rebound. Berger back across, free off the screen for 3 in the lead. Out the front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound there, Lippincott. Resets near side over to Lowry. Lowry pulls it back, Sullivan again. He's their hot hand from the outside, but not this time. Off the back iron, Pratt the rebound across to Gallagher. Gallagher long, too far side, in and out. And a long rebound controlled again from Berger. Playing catch there with Lexi. Lexi has it now, a little ball fake, takes the long 2, and it's good, Joe Lexi. And Thomas Jefferson in the lead at 12-10. 3:07 left here in the first. Here's Davis. Little floater far side, Keandre DeShields back to Brandon Davis. So the Mustangs getting a game here in the early minutes, and a rare turnover there as Gallagher threw it off the head of Joe Chambers.
Yeah, Chambers working his way through the lane and in the middle of that zone. He was just not looking or ready for the pass. It hit him right in the side of the head.
Now the Jags up 2. Might try to take a little air out of the ball here. Up top, Lippincott. Sends it off to his right there to Sean Sullivan. Watched by Brandon Davis. Back near side. Berger will get him for the travel. Got a little crossover attempt there and a break towards the basket. And walked with it. And the Mustangs will get it back down to 12-10. 2:27 left here in the first. We had some guys out here, Steve. Maybe chemistry a little bit of an early issue, playing with a different package to start this game. Gallagher in the corner. Chambers touch back out to Davis. 3 on the way. No good. Offensive rebound. Jaden Pratt comes back inside. Came up short. And actually, that was Keandre who deflected it off to Pratt. And another miss. So the Mustangs 3 opportunities on that possession, Steve, but came up empty.
Well, you knew sooner or later we're going to have a game where we didn't make all the shots. We're just waiting for one of those energy fits that we usually get.
Of course, the turnover here was originally set up by Davis, but coming back, Evan Berger got back into the play to knock it out of bounds.
And he got a foul there, but he stopped a dunk from, that was Pratt coming in.
There was no foul.
Oh, no, he just knocked it out of bounds.
Just knocked it out of bounds. And Gallagher will send it in up top over to Brandon Davis. Now Joey Chambers, little ball fake back in Brandon's direction as Lowry comes out defensively. Mustangs send it back to Rod. Chambers sets up the screen. Pulled back over to Davis. Comes baseline near side. Tried to throw it over the shoulder. Wouldn't go down. And Lippincott, another rebound there for Thomas Jefferson. Across the floor here to Lowry. Pulls it back out over to Sean Sullivan. Sullivan between the circles of the Mustang zone. Sends it high on the right to Joe Lexi. So the Mustangs getting a game here tonight. Thomas Jefferson leads by 2. 1:19 left here in the first. Sullivan on the far side. Watched there by Gallagher. And a timeout taken here by the TJ bench. So we'll take one as well. 1:13 left here in the first. Jags 12, Mustangs 10. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
It's year-end clearance time at Thurby's Riverside Ford. This is the time and this is the place. With Truck Month incentives, get 0% Ford credit financing for 60 months on new 2021 Ford F-150s in stock. Ford F-150, the toughest truck for the toughest jobs, and the best-selling truck on the planet for 45 years. During our year-end clearance, take advantage of 0% Ford credit financing incentives on all new 2021 Ford Ranger, Explorer, and Edge. Come and experience your presidential award-winning dealer, Thurby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino. Approved Ford Motor Credit financing required. Offer ends January 30th, 2022. Stop in and see Sammy, Ashley, Jimmy, or Joey.
Thomas Jefferson with the basketball after the timeout. They lead Laurel Highlands 12-10, and there's a steal from Brandon Davis. We're going to roll Davis out of bounds on the far side, so the Jags will get it back here in the Mustang zone. You can tell, Steve, the Mustangs maybe a little bit of rust coming off that holiday break.
Well, both teams probably had the same amount of time off. It's just a matter of, like I said, the Mustangs are playing well. They're just missing shots, and sooner or later they're gonna, they're not gonna go the whole game shooting like this.
Berger pulling it out to Joe Lexi. Lexi watched there by Gallagher. Bounce pass on the inside. Lippincott. They're gonna get a foul there on Chambers. It looks like over the back of Lippincott. That'll be 2 on Joe Chambers. You mentioned, Steve, the Mustang bench and the lack of depth a little less tonight because you don't have Nico Johns in the lineup. Ty Hooper yet to come back. Kind of shortens things up all along, and the Mustangs find themselves down 2. Off the inbounds pass, long 2, Ryan Lowry rattles out. Rebound tipped around and controlled there by Jaden Pratt. Across to Gallagher. Gallagher on the far wing. Floats it back to Jaden Pratt, and now Gallagher again for 3 in the lead back. Off the mark, and another Thomas Jefferson rebound pulled down by Berger. Berger back across, trying to hand off Lippincott, deflected out of bounds by Joe Chambers. Will stay with the Jags in the Mustang zone.
Chambers had a shot for the rebound on that last offensive possession and didn't even try for it probably because of those 2 fouls. He didn't want to crash in there and pick up a 3rd foul still in the first quarter.
Joe Lexi to trigger this one in for the Jags. Bounces it near side Sean Sullivan. Back on the near wing, Evan Berger. Berger posting up. A little flip back to Lexi, and now out to Evan Berger. Long 3 out the front of the rim, no good. Jaden Pratt tracks down the rebound from the far corner here for the Mustangs. Time running out here in the opening quarter, down to 4. Pratt with it over to Keandre. And they're going to get the basket and 1 for Keandre to Shields.
That was a 4-step walk, I think, and they didn't call. They let him get away with it, and Lippincott gets the foul.
Mustangs will take that going to the end of the quarter with 0.5 left on the clock. Ties the game at 12. Mustangs an opportunity to take the lead with a made free throw from Keandre. It's no good. So we'll finish 1 quarter of basketball with this game tied at 12. Laurel Highlands and TJ back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right. Good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Prime Rozek and Steve Superick back here at Laurel Highlands High School. This game tied at 12. Laurel Highlands and Thomas Jefferson. Mustangs led by Rodney Gallagher so far with 6 points. On the Thomas Jefferson side, you have Kyler Bender with 4. They've spread it around after that. Lowry with 3 and Evan Berger with 3. Mustangs start the second quarter with the basketball, working left to right as we describe it. Keandre DeShields pulling it back to Gallagher into Jaden Pratt. Little turn and shoot from the foul line. No good. Keandre, nice offensive rebound there with hustle. Keandre trying to come back inside, was stripped. Look out here. It's Lexi coming back. Joe Lexi left of the lane. Resets here on the near wing to Evan Berger. Berger a little ball fake. Try to switch it back. A little pressure there from Krisner. They're going to call over and back. Jags saying the ball was touched by Krisner into the backcourt. Referees didn't see it that way, Steve.
No, they did not. And what's concerning is all these outside shots that they're finally hit one there, but they don't get the ball. They're not getting the ball to the basket, Brian.
That's going to be a walk in the backcourt. Pratt made the last shot for you folks on the radio side, and then Lowry called for steps coming back there for TJ. So the Mustangs get it back up 14-12. 7:14 left here before the halftime break. And Blaze Krisner will send it in. To Rodney Gallagher, directs traffic up top, floats it out over to Brandon Davis. Cross court near side, Keandre thought about the three between the circles again to Rod. Far side, Brandon Davis comes far baseline, resets near wing. Keandre spots up for the three. At the front of the rim, no good. Tip in, Gallagher couldn't get it to go. And out of the pack with it again, Sean Sullivan for Thomas Jefferson. Sullivan kicks in the corner. Berger spots up for the three, came up short. Rebound there, Keandre. Sends it ahead to Gallagher, touches it off to Pratt, who tried to dunk and just sent it past the bucket there, Steve. All he had to do was lay it up and in.
Well, tried to get the crowd excited. Missed the dunk. He wasn't. Pass came to him a little late.
Mustangs fortunate, though. They got a TJ foul after the miss. Went on Evan Berger his second. You'll have Gallagher here shooting 2 free throws. Gallagher's made his only free throw attempt of the night. First of 2 here, good for Gallagher. Gives him 7. And a 15-12 lead for Laurel Highlands over Thomas Jefferson with 6:44 left before halftime. So a competitive game so far tonight. Certainly keep our audience engaged. Gallagher's second free throw, good again, to give Rod 8. And a 16-12 lead for Laurel Highlands over Thomas Jefferson with 6:40 left before halftime. Here's Lexi back across. Krisner in his face. Lost the dribble, gets help there from Lowry. A little pressure, edge of the zone, and another over and back. So now you're starting to see some mistakes, Steve, from Dom DeSico's Thomas Jefferson Jaguars.
Well, defense put a lot of pressure on the Jaguars. Mustangs are ratcheting up defense. Offensively, we're still a little disjointed. You know, every trip you ever take, there's always a few bumps in the road, isn't there?
Yes. Here's Davis, long three, good. Brandon Davis. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. Davis with 7. And just like that, the lead up to 7, Steve, at 19-12, 7-0 mini run to start the second quarter for the Mustangs. Lowry, bounce pass down low, Lippincott. He's trapped, trying to get out of it. Try to pull it out to the wing to Joe Mendak, got deflected back. Mustangs on it again. Brandon Davis on the inside, drive and the finish. Brandon Davis, 5 here in the second. 9 for the game, a 9-0 run to start the second quarter for Laurel Highlands.
It's one of those puppy dog energy spurts.
Yes, crazy dog are the Mustangs tonight. And 2 Jags ran into one another. Lexi ran into Lippincott. Lippincott, though, finds the ball out to Mendak. Far side now Lowry, watched there by Davis. Lowry working right of the lane. Lowry long 2, contested from the far wing. And a late foul called down low. I think they're going to get Lippincott for knocking down Pratt.
That was a interference call.
They're going to call this not a player control foul. He didn't have the ball, so it'll be a 1-and-1 back on the other side. It'll be Jaden Pratt who's saying he's all right. Teammates checking on him. Pratt came into the game 6 of 8 from the foul line, but has missed his only 2 attempts so far today. First, actually front end of a 1-and-1 here, good for Jaden Pratt. Has 3 second quarter points, now a 10-0 Mustang run to start the second quarter. Lead at 22-12. Second free throw, good again from Jaden Pratt. They're starting to play their game a little bit now, Steve. An 11-0 run for the Mustangs. Sullivan across. On the little switch here with Mendek. Almost had it taken away by Keandre, and a blocking foul call. They'll get Keandre here. His stamina seems all right so far, Steve, I would think.
Oh, yeah. Young kids, they can, he can go.
Sullivan sends it in. Last foul went on, of course, Keandre to Shields. On the near side, Berger almost lost the handle, regains. Now comes into the lane, pretty move, and the finish, Evan Berger. See why he's Thomas Jefferson's leading scorer. He snaps that Laurel Highlands 11-0 run, 23-14 Mustangs. Davis now spots up for the 3, and he rattles home another one. Brandon Davis, 2 made threes here in the second quarter, has 8 here in the second, 12 for the game. The 26-14 lead for Laurel Highlands. Here's Joe Lexi up top. On the switch here with Sean Sullivan. Now back to Evan Berger. Berger left of the lane, backing his way in, will turn and shoot, got fouled. 2 free throws upcoming for Evan Berger. And they'll get it. Brandon Davis there, Steve.
First foul on Davis.
You look a little fatigued tonight.
No, I'm good.
A little too much turkey and ham.
Yeah.
Between Christmas and New Year's. First of 2 free throws. Good there for Evan Berger. So Berger with 6.
Berger seems to be their best shooter, I would think.
Yeah, by far. Their only real leading player, Steve, that had significant minutes a season ago. Second of 2 free throws, good again for Evan Berger. So Berger has scored 7 in this game. Jags find themselves down 10 at 26-16. Here's Keandre on the near side, floats it back to Brandon Davis, high on the right. Hard pass down low. Krisner comes free, couldn't finish. Ball goes out of bounds and back over to TJ. So missed opportunity there down on the blocks for the Mustangs.
Well, Krisner wide open underneath the basket, just lost the handle, almost like he rushed the shot. That was a good look.
You're seeing some Mustangs getting more playing time they might be accustomed to in a varsity game. Krisner being one of them. Little floater, no good there from the Jags. Davis back on it. Davis switches back up top with Rodney Gallagher. Now back over to Jaden Pratt. Jumper from the foul line. Rattles out this time. Keandre offensive rebound. That was tough, and he gets fouled going back up. That was not an easy rebound in traffic, Steve.
Third foul on Bender, probably.
Yeah. You're right on that. Keandre, a power rebound there for the Mustangs.
Well, that's what they got to do. They're going to, Pratt, he's been wanting to shoot from the outside a little bit tonight because he hit some last game, and they need him down on the blocks getting those rebounds. But that time, DeShields was in there, scoop up that rebound. They're so good at jumping and so athletic that any missed shot is probably 70% chance they're going to go in the Mustangs' favor.
Keandre hitting both free throws there, and it's a 28-16 lead now for the Mustangs. Berger coming back in the corner. Lowry for 3 out the side of the rim. No good. Krisner, nice rebound there for the Mustangs. Across here to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher up top. He'll fire a 3 out the front of the rim. No good. Berger, another rebound for the Jags. Plays catch with Lowry. Back across to Berger. Now Berger spinning off of Gallagher and just scoops it up and in. Evan Berger's the player, Steve. 6 here in the second, 9 for the game. Jags back to within 10 at 28-18. Gallagher, pretty move of his own. Coming back with another made 2 there. A little spin and a finish for Rodney Gallagher.
Nice move by Berger and Gallagher, the last 2 buckets.
Lowry misses there on a contested 3. Gallagher coming back out to Brandon Davis. He'll fire again from the outside, off the mark. Keandre comes crashing in, gets the rebound in traffic, got stripped going up from Berger, gets it back again, and another foul called here on the Jags, trying to battle Keandre down in the blocks.
That's going to be on, was that Wadman? Adam Wadman, the 6'3" senior forward. And give the Shields credit, just fighting and scratching down there to get those rebounds.
Weedman had just checked into the game as Keandre makes the first of 2 free throws. Not a bad foul to give up there, especially considering the fact you have Berger with 2, and you mentioned Bender now out of the game with 3. Keandre 5 off the bench so far for the Mustangs. Can make it 6 here with a made free throw, and he connects again. So Keandre 4 of 5 from the free throw line in this game. It's a 32-18 lead for the Mustangs over the Jags. Laurel Highlands has outscored Thomas Jefferson 20-6 here in the second quarter. We're down at 2:35 left before halftime. Sullivan on the inside, got swatted there by Krisner, went back to Mendek, outside to Lowry, spots up for the 3 and knocks it down. Ryan Lowry connecting from the outside.
Tough break for the Mustangs. Nice block by Krisner, and then the ball just kind of squirts around.
Keandre for 3 from the far wing, no good. In traffic, Mendek, the rebound, battling there with Kavanaugh. The jump ball called. It's Thomas Jefferson's ball here, Steve, off the possession arrow.
The old school arrow on the scoreboard there, on the score table, rather.
They said they actually ordered a new scores table when they renovated the gym, but it didn't fit. And they haven't been able to, I guess, find a scores table that would fit
take it down
in
to
this
the
gym.
old wood shop, carpentry place down
You
there,
would think.
and get a saw out and make it fit.
Here's Lexi back up top. Mendek again.
Somebody's got to have the engineering skills to.
They start a petition, try to get that new scores table in before the end of the year. And down low, Mendek fouled.
I mean, gee whiz, we're winning all these games. 50-50's good, right? Everything's good. They're selling a lot of hot dogs down there.
Got the half-court shot at halftime.
They get a scoreboard other than that little table that we got down there. Looks like a great school game down there, doesn't it?
Lexi to trigger it in. Bounces it down low. Berger resets out far wing, and a 3 made from Ryan Lowry again. So Lowry's hit a couple of 3s here in the second quarter. He has 9 for the game. Jags still hanging around. They're back down 8 at 32-24. Keandre near wing and in. Pretty move in the finish. Keandre to Shields. Keandre 6 here in the second, 8 for the game. Mustangs go back up 10 at 34-24 as we go under 90 seconds left before halftime.
Back to the basket, underhand scoop from behind. Nice job by the Shields.
Evan Berger trying to spin off of Gallagher. Pulls it back to Sean Sullivan. Right side, Lowry looking for another one, and that's a spot, Steve. He's hit 3 threes here in the second quarter, all from the same spot on that far wing. He has 12, and the Jags back to within 7, down 34-27. Davis trying to go cross court near side to Shields, was bumped, stays with it, comes inside, couldn't finish there, got his own rebound, goes strong again with a finish. Keandre to Shields. He's coming alive. 8 here in the second, 10 for the game. Mustangs go back up 9 at 36-27.
And I like what he's doing. He hasn't really hit a lot from the outside, and he's just getting all of his baskets, with grit down by the basket.
Berger's shot might have been blocked, but he was able to get back defensively and intercept an errant Mustang pass. Berger kicks in the corner. Sullivan, a quick release, 3 good. Sean Sullivan, and here is their deadly shooter coming into this game, and a make there from Sullivan pulls the Jags back to within 6, 2-possession game. Final 15 seconds of the second quarter.
Well, as good as they're shooting, they're still down 6, so the Mustangs have done a pretty good job in this quarter.
Mustangs now holding for the last shot, down to 5 seconds left. Gallagher stays with it. Gallagher in the lane. Gallagher a floater, in and out. Got his own rebound, and the putback not going to go. Time expires, and at halftime we got a game on our hands. Laurel Highlands 36, Thomas Jefferson 30. We're back with some halftime numbers for you in a moment here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease it through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash trade equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or a home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreen.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 45872. For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, Attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call Attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area basketball teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 at Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
We come back to Laurel Highlands High School. The fire alarm's actually going off in here, Steve.
Yeah.
But we don't have an actual fire. Everybody's staying in their place here in the gym, so nobody's panicking. So that's a good thing.
Doesn't seem to be panic.
No.
Yeah, there's nobody. They're still doing the halftime shootout. So,
well, Steve, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, for the Jaguars, Lowry finishes with 12 points, Berger with 9, Lexi with 2, Sullivan 3, and Bender with 4. So just 5 Jaguars on the scoring column. They had 12 in the first, 18 in the second, 30 at the half. For the Mustangs, just 4 players in the scoring column. Shields with 10, Gallagher 10, Davis with 12, and Pratt with 4. They scored 12 in the first, but it had 24 in the second for a 36-30 halftime lead.
Mustangs back in action coming up on Friday on the road at Ringgold, taking on the Rams. We're on the air at 7 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Opening tip set for 7:30. Mustangs back at home on Saturday, 1 o'clock tip against McKeesport. That should be a pretty good game as well. In our live video stream, brought to you by Uniontown Detailing and Shop and Save, Walnut Hill and Uniontown. I have to welcome Uniontown Detailing aboard, Steve. Always nice to have a new sponsor there. Matt Moreland, his dad, Phil, used to help us out with Penn State games all the time. Of course, Haley, his sister, played for the Penn State Lady Lions for a number of years and was an actual Laurel Highlands grad, played for the Phillies here at Laurel Highlands, too.
Well, good, because I might need some detailing on my cars. I hate doing that, especially in the wintertime.
Yeah,
that's a good time to.
You know, my car needs the detailing.
Oh, boy. You can keep that guy in business for months with the way you keep your car. Too many chicken sandwiches lying around.
Yes, I guess so. 36-30. Laurel Highlands over Thomas Jefferson here at the break. Second half comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Thanks for calling Autoland Hyundai, your hometown dealer. This is Chris Parker Jr. speaking. How can I help you?
I hope so. Do you fix cars?
Yes, we do. We pride ourselves on having the finest service department around.
Well, my car is broken, and I would really like to get it fixed by someone that I can trust.
You can count on us. We've been recognized by Hyundai as the #1 service department in the Pittsburgh District, which encompasses 7 counties in PA plus parts of West Virginia and Maryland.
If it's not too pricey, I only have $3.29.
I see. What's your name?
Olivia. Little Olivia.
Oh.
I'm going to ask my daddy to bring you my pedal car tomorrow so you can fix it.
At Autoland Hyundai, you'll get the most dependable service no matter your make or model with convenient Saturday hours to fit your schedule.
You'll always pay less to drive or service the best at Autoland Hyundai, your hometown dealer.
Located in downtown Uniontown, online at AutolandHyundai.com. Phone 724-437-9999 for Autoland Hyundai.
Simply Sweet has been your one-stop party planner, specializing in balloon decor, event planning, and rentals. And now, the sweetest little boutique. Simply Sweet Boutique, located at 21 North Beeson Avenue, is filled with party decor, gifts, and paper goods. You can surprise someone anytime with one balloon or a bunch from their balloon bar. Simply call 724-317-7929 for Simply Sweet Boutique. Join Simply Sweet Boutique January 8th, 10 to 3 for their Valentine's Day open house.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. When you're in an accident, it can be frightening. You have to deal with insurance companies, medical bills, doctors, and employers, all while trying to recover from your injuries. We want you to concentrate on getting well and allow us to handle the rest. We have 40 years of experience at handling all sorts of personal injury cases here at Radcliffe Law. Call our office today at 724-439-3939 to set up your free consultation. We have Saturday appointments available. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers walkout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Brian Rozak and Steve Suberg back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Start of the third quarter. Mustangs will have the basketball as Brandon Davis will send it in from the far side. Mustangs working right to left as we describe it as Brandon sends it in to Rodney Gallagher. Lead at only 6. Davis over to Chambers. Baseline near side Pratt. Back out to Rod. We have a zone look there from the Jags defensively. Steve, 2-3 zone. As Gallagher has it up top. Over to Keandre again and back to Joey Chambers. And now Keandre, long 2, near corner, a little bit short. And the rebound pulled down there by Kyler Bender for Thomas Jefferson, who turns it over, trying to work it up the court. Rod picks it off. Down to Pratt. Pratt on the near block. Little floater, no good. And another rebound underneath, pulled down by Thomas Jefferson's Evan Berger.
Yeah, awkward angle there from Pratt. He didn't know whether to put it off the board or. And Pratt seems like he's hurt.
Bender's long 2, no good. Pratt is limping a little bit. Alley-oop coming back, and that was thrown too deep. Just a lot of the timing off for this Laurel Highlands team tonight. You know, rare to see those alley-oop passes that far off. The Mustangs have been very sharp on the dunks, on the alley-oops, but not tonight. And Thomas Jefferson hanging around, down only 6. Ryan Lowry, who's knocked down 4 threes for the Jags, has it right now. Watch there from Davis. Sends it over to Sullivan. He'll spot up for the 3 and hit it. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Second made 3 from Sean Sullivan. And you look at TJ as a team, Steve. They've hit 7 threes in this game. 21 of their 33 coming from outside the 3-point arc. They're back to within 3. Rod trying to answer back. His 3 in and out. Keandre comes back inside. Hard foul
4.
there.
That's 4.
And that's 4 on Kyler Bender.
If that's on number 11, and that should be, it is.
Got himself in a tough spot.
That'll get Lippincott off the bench quickly.
And a break there for the Mustangs. Now leading by only 3 with 6:31 left in the third. The Mustangs were sparked by that 12-0 run to start the second quarter. But Thomas Jefferson able to fight back. First of 2 free throws made there from Keandre to Shields, who has 11 in this game.
And 5 of those points from the free throw line.
Now Keandre is second. Up on the way and no good. Therefore Keandre to Shields. And Evan Berger will bring it back across here for the Jags. Watched by Gallagher, trying to spin off of Rod. Resets back up top. On it now, Joe Lexi with Jaden Pratt in his face. Lexi lost the dribble, sends it off to his right there to Evan Berger. Berger trying to come inside. Wasn't on the same page there as Lippincott. Pass goes to Brandon Davis, who races back coast to coast with the finish. Brandon Davis with 13. Mustangs go back up 6 to 39 to 33 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the third.
Get the biscuits out. Get those dog biscuits.
They're getting ready for a run. Let's see what the Jags can do on this possession. Looks like an offensive foul.
It is an offensive foul. That's, did he call that on number 5 or 15? I thought
There's no 15 out there. It looked like a 15 that he was signaling, though. And now he's going to.
Yeah.
He comes over and says, my bad to the scores table, does Billy Beaner. Recorrects it to Elias Lippincott, illegal screen. That'll be his third. And the Jags in all kinds of foul trouble. I think Lippincott just picked up number 4. And he's hot. That should be a technical right there. He needs to get back to the line here, Steve. Lippincott is hot. And he's very lucky he did not pick up a technical foul.
Yeah, the official showed some restraint there.
Coach DeSico was trying to get him over to the bench. His teammates were trying to get him away from the official. He was still chirping. And had to come very close to picking up a technical nonetheless. Just a foul on the floor, but his 4th. And now you have Bender with 4, Lippincott with 4. Jags, though, down only 6 as Gallagher works with the basketball between defenders. First shot attempt, no good. Got it back and lays it up and in on the putback. 12 for Rod. Mustangs go back up 8 at 41 to 33. Jags still fighting on the outside. Berger for three. More of a line drive there. Came up short. Rebound goes right over to Gallagher. Races back between defenders and scoops it up and in. 14 for Gallagher. Timeout. Coach DeSico and the Jags, who are now down 10 with 5:13 left here in the third. We're back at 60 here on the C. Harper Honda Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease it for GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. They are conveniently located at 1310 Pittsburgh Road in Uniontown. But look for Uniontown Detailing in February at a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Thomas Jefferson now down 10 after a little flurry there for the Mustangs. As we go under 5 minutes left here in the third, coming near side Lowry trying to tiptoe the baseline, blocking foul called here on the Mustangs. Here at Joey Chambers, that'll be his third. Just the first team foul though on the Mustangs here in the second half. On the floor, so Evan Berger will trigger it back in. Touched in there to Alexi, outside to Sean Sullivan, and now Berger again trying to fight there with Rod. Berger, tough shot, put it up, couldn't get it to drop. Keandre another rebound. Keandre back across, no look pass down to Chambers, and Chambers now triple team near block. Fight for it on the ground, jump ball call, possession arrow will go the other way. Back over to Thomas Jefferson.
Caught that ball on the way down. Chambers just didn't time it up. They couldn't time it up right. They're just a fraction off.
As we talked about earlier, Steve, overall the timing just not there for the Mustangs tonight, but they still lead by 10. You've such a talented team like that, you have a little more margin for error, and now I think Lowry might be hurt a little bit there. Might have twisted an ankle or a knee as you had the Mustangs going for another steal there right on the edge of the zone, and a foul goes on Brandon Davis, his team second here in the second half. We'll send it in here to Sean Sullivan. Sullivan left of the lane for the Jags, back out to Joe Alexi. Resets back to Sullivan again. Sullivan, a little ball fake. Is that a travel? Yes, it is.
Yep.
Seen a lot of those on the Thomas Jefferson side tonight as well, Steve. Mustangs will get it back here with Jaden Pratt sending it in.
If anything, the Jaguars slowed up the pace with the fouls and all this, just sloppiness, really, and it's just kind of took the Mustangs out of that run they had.
Davis trying to hand off Pratt, little fumble, tries to regain.
That's
Strip
off.
Going back up, deflected off of TJ going out. Will stay with the Mustangs.
Got fortunate there. Looked like Lowry kind of swiped that ball down and it went off of Pratt's knee, but they give it back to the Mustangs.
Gallagher sends it into Chambers, near wing again, Keandre to Shields. Watch there from Lowry over to Gallagher, will turn and shoot, rattles out. Ball comes loose on the far side, tracked down again by Joe Chambers. Resets back to Keandre, switches now with Rod. Rod, watch there again from Evan Berger in the corner, over to Joey Chambers, back to Gallagher, touches off to Pratt, jumper from the foul line, again no good. Sullivan the rebound, a little poke from Keandre. Jags though stay with it as Lowry brings it back across. Lowry up top, switch back far side, Evan Berger. 3:30 left here in the third, 43-33, Mustangs in the lead. Sullivan to Lexi again. Lexi's been quiet tonight, just one bucket back in the opening quarter. Head to the zone again here to Lowry. Lowry, three up top with Gallagher in his face. It's off the mark. The Jags had the offensive rebound there with Weedman. He couldn't hang on. Goes out of bounds and back over to Laurel Highlands.
Dribbled it off his foot.
The Mustangs will get it back as Brandon Davis will roll it in here to Rodney Gallagher. 3:08 left here in the third, 43-33. Mustangs in the lead. Chambers from the corner. Touches off on the wing again to Davis. Back to Joe. Far elbow. Jaden Pratt connecting on the jumper. 6 for Pratt. His first 2 here in the second half. Lead up to 12 at 45-33. Here's Joe Lexi. Touches off to Berger. Berger in the lane. Scoop shot. No good. Might have been altered there by Pratt. Nonetheless, deflects over to Keandre, who brings it back across here for the Mustangs. Out to Gallagher on the far wing. Good defense from the Jags. Touch from Chambers. Down low to Pratt. He's coming alive as he drives and scores. And Pratt now with 8. Mustangs going up 14 here, Steve. Tough spot now for the Jags. Down 14 with 2:22 left here in the third.
Well, they got 2 guys in major foul trouble.
Lexi, 3 up top. No good. Jags going cold. One off of Gallagher. Save there from Lowry. Over to Berger, who drains the 3. So Berger has been hot tonight from the outside. He has 12 points. Knocked down a couple of threes. Mustangs come back, and they're able to get one there on the baseline from Jaden Pratt. The long 2 good there from Pratt. He has 10. Mustangs back up 13 at 49-36. Berger again on the far wing. Watch there from Gallagher, trying to back his way in. Pulls out now between the circles again to Lexi. Now Sullivan here on the near side. Sullivan down low, penetrating. Shot on the way. Again, no good. Pratt another rebound. Off to Keandre and across. Keandre from the far wing and in. Driving and scoring. Keandre to Shields. Keandre's first field goal here in the second half has 13 points for the game. Lead up to 15 now at 51-36.
Well, it just looks like they're starting to get their legs about them, and they're having kind of a slow, steady energy fit.
Driving in, Lexi couldn't get it to go again. Chambers the rebound across to Keandre, forward to Gallagher, coming near baseline, couldn't finish, deflects off to Davis. He goes strong, missed on the putback. Mustangs keeping it alive on the offensive glass. Keandre, third attempt on the possession, gets it to go. Keandre to Shields. He has 15, lead up to 53-36 with 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Gotta like those second chance opportunities, Steven. Here's a steal from Chambers. Chambers coming back, racing back, and gets fouled there from behind by Sean Sullivan. Shot attempt no good, but 2 free throws upcoming for Joey Chambers, who's looking for his first points of the night.
Just like that, Jaguars down 53-36. It just, they had a couple threes to start this quarter, and that's it, right?
Yep.
That was it. They hit those 2 threes, and they haven't done anything since.
Chambers' first point of the night comes here at the foul line. Now 2 of 2 this season from the free throw line.
The Mustangs look hungry now, don't they?
Yes, they do.
They look like they're ready to go. Almost like my buddy, the professor, his son Luke. Remember Luke Wallace? He's got a dog named Gus, and that dog eats biscuits faster than any dog I've ever seen. And when he gets going and he gets those energy fits, and he almost rips your hand off when you're giving them a biscuit. That's what the Mustangs look like when they get one of these energy fits going.
You gotta love Gus, the golden retriever. Here's Berger coming back. Foul on the floor here on the Mustangs. They've extended the lead up to 19. Game was tied at 12.
It seems like we get one of these spurts every game, doesn't it? They get, and it's
had 2 today.
I've had 2 of them. And
Mason Bullish off the Mustang bench now.
And a lot of it's defensive, too. Now they're going to get Gallagher a little rest with only 22 seconds left in the quarter.
Get triggered in here by Joe Lexi. Another foul called here away from the ball.
That was Bullish or Sumter. Who are they going to call that on? Yeah, Sumter gets
A.J. Sumter. We were tied at 12 after 1 quarter of play. Mustangs went on a 12-0 run. Jags rallied back in the second quarter. It was 36-30 at halftime. And Thomas Jefferson, for the first 4 minutes of this third quarter, were able to hang around, and they're a miss off the inbounds pass. Lowry coming back. The Mustangs racing back on the far side, losing the handle, though, Davis. And here's Lexi. Scoop shot good. Joe Lexi, just his second bucket of the night. He has 4. 55-38 Laurel Highlands. Final 10 seconds of this third quarter. Brandon Davis on the inside, got stripped. Jags need to hurry. Down at 2, down to 1. Need to release it. And are they going to? No, shot no good from Berger. Not sure if he would have even counted. Nonetheless,
I think it might have, but either way, it didn't go in, so it's not going to count.
55-38. Laurel Highlands outscoring the Jags 19-8 in that third quarter. We're back with a fourth in 60 seconds here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Back here for the fourth quarter, Laurel Highlands leading Thomas Jefferson 55-38. And Steve, you look at this Mustang scoring pretty balanced. Keandre 15, Gallagher 14, Davis 13, and Jaden Pratt with 10.
Yeah, I had Davis with 14, but that's what the scoreboard does too. But yeah, you must have missed one.
I missed one somewhere, but nonetheless.
You're working hard on the play-by-play, so it's easy to miss one.
There's Keandre, pretty spin move, baseline near side, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected out and saved there by Blaze Krisner, yep.
Blaze.
His dad, Dr. Jonathan Krisner.
Is he still coaching over Geibel?
I'll have to double check on that, Steve. He was obviously last year we saw him, and after a miss, Gallagher another finish. And he has 16. Mustangs extending the lead, and speaking of Blaze Krisner with the steal there and a hard foul coming back as Krisner got nailed by Joe Lexi, and Blaze a little slow in getting up.
Yeah.
We saw the doc here last week during the holiday break for the Mustangs game, I think, against Alderdice. Billy might know that for us. Doc Krisner still at Geibel? Billy's not sure either. Nonetheless, Blaze at the line.
I'm sure somebody can text.
Yeah, they'll let us know on the live stream feed, I'm sure. Lead at 20 after Blaze made the first of 2 free throws. Billy and I were actually talking about maybe trying to go down and hit up a Geibel game during the regular season this year, Steve.
As a fan?
No, we're going to maybe do a live stream of one. Get an off night. You're welcome to join us. Lead at 21 and 59-38. Ryan Lowry coming back across. Got to bounce it near side. Little miscommunication there with Joe Mendek. Goes out of bounds. Back over to the Mustangs, who lead it by 21 with 7:12 left here in the fourth. And Rod will work it in. Mustangs will have Wednesday and Thursday off, but they'll play both Friday and Saturday on the road at Ringgold Friday for a conference game. 7:30 tip-off here on WMBS, and of course, Facebook Live. The McKeesport comes here, Steve, on Saturday. Could be an interesting game. Remember, go back last year, McKeesport knocked off Laurel Highlands in the season opening game for both teams as Keandre connects there from just inside the free throw line. He has 17, 61-38. But this year, this Mustang team has even been a different animal than the Mustang team we saw a season ago. Mendek for 3 off the mark. Lippincott with 4 personals on the far side, going for the rebound, and heads-up play there to throw it off of A.J. Sumter and out. Sumter, Mustang senior, got a spot start this evening.
Whoa.
He's getting a little chippy there.
Lippincott just gave Gallagher an elbow. Gallagher a little too close to him after the play. He was kind of walking by, and Lippincott didn't like Gallagher being that close. He gave him kind of elbow swipe.
He's out there with 4 fouls, too,
yeah,
Steve.
61-38. I guess he's probably not too concerned. He's getting frustrated now.
Sullivan with a seam. And a foul call there on the Mustangs. So Sullivan get a pair of free throws.
Sumter.
You would hope that was incidental and accidental, but you never know. Close quarters. I mean, Billy could very easily give me an elbow here. We're so close to the press box.
There was nothing incidental about that elbow that Lippincott gave him. He swiped at him, and that was he was just basically he gave it that swipe like a little brother.
I understand where you're coming from.
A big brother gives the little brother, says, "Get the heck out of my way, kid." You know what I mean? Kind of swiping him away. And he was fortunate, like you said, that the official did not call a technical foul on that.
There have been a couple of instances tonight where that's occurred, where the referees have kind of shaded back a little bit in situations where he could very easily have seen a technical called. Sullivan missed the first. Second free throw good from Sean Sullivan. He has 7. Timeout here on the court. We'll take one as well. 61-39 Mustangs. 6:29 left here in the fourth. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at Hartford Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHartfordChevyEast.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease with GMF for well-qualified individuals 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with $3,000 cash trade equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Come see what everyone's throwing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or sides? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, that Rooster makes you hungry. 61-39 Mustangs over the Jaguars.
I haven't been down there to Rooster's Roost yet. Have you been down there?
Yeah, I have not, but we're talking to Gary Frankhauser, our colleague, and Gary was saying some very good things. Had their wings the other day. So I'm going to try to make a point the next week to make it down to the Rooster's Roost. And Prada missed there from the foul line. Chambers offensive rebound. Resets out to Brandon Davis, who drains the three. Nothing but the bottom of the net from the near wing. And Brandon Davis now extends the Mustangs' lead to 25 at 64-39. Davis now with 17.
And you could just sense right now there's an energy fit coming.
Yes.
The way the defense is moving their feet, everybody's flying around. There's a rebound. They're running the floor.
Mendeck missed the three. Chambers coming back. A nice little duck reset. Got the 2 to go. Joe Chambers, he has 4. And Mustangs now running away at 66-39. And if you're just tuning in now, as Pratt a big block there on Lowry, who twisted his ankle. Might actually be his knee here, Steve. Might have hurt it earlier in the game. And I think he's going to come out here after a nice swat from Jaden Pratt. Now we'll take a look at Lowry. UPMC Centers Free App Services injury timeout. Brought to you by the Centers Free App Services on Wayland Smith Drive. Phone 724-437-7500. Lippincott gets it off the inbounds pass. Send it around the arc. Back to Berger. Far corner, short on that 3. Rebound deflected around. Lippincott on his knees. And they're called foul there on Jaden Pratt, fouling Lippincott.
Kind of need him. He kind of pushed him with his knees. And you got to give the Jaguars credit. They've basically kept in the game longer than pretty much anyone else has. Correct. And they kind of things unraveled for him here late in the third quarter.
And now what do we got here? We got Lippincott in the middle of 3 Mustangs. And he's been trouble all night.
And Gallagher needs to. Gallagher, the first time we've seen him get a little frustrated with somebody. He's not taking any crap.
Yeah, Lippincott's been a bit of a menace out there, to say the least.
Yeah.
With 5:29 left here in the fourth.
Billy Beener, though, he's a veteran official. He's going to keep things in order. He's seen pretty much everything.
Talking things over the scores table. Did you see, was a technical actually called there? Yes, there was a foul at least posted on Lippincott.
Well, it's whatever it was, he's done. It's 5. So he finishes with 0 points.
Looks like it will be either an intentional or technical foul. Nonetheless, you're going to have Gallagher shooting free throws here with no one on the line. It'll be 2 shots in the ball here for the Mustangs. And Rod able to make the first of 2 technical free throws. He has 17.
Now this could create another of one of those energy fits for us. They might get a little riled up, and
it'll also make for an interesting game, Steve, in a couple of weeks when these two teams meet again down at Thomas Jefferson. That game coming up on January the 28th. Of course, we'll be there live.
You will. I'll be out of town that week.
Okay. I'll be with Tony that night then. As Gallagher brings it back across. Pratt sets up the screen. Rod holds here on the near wing. Comes inside. Pretty move and the finish. Ronnie Gallagher. And you're right, Steve. They're coming alive.
Yep.
Gallagher with 19. Lead at 30. So we'll get a continuous clock now the rest of the way. And who would have thought that back in the second quarter at 36-30.
It was 36-33 at one point, wasn't it?
Yes. Missing there on the outside. Berger going for the rebound for Thomas Jefferson. Floating it back to Bender. Bender firing a pass down low. Coming free with a 2 there, Joe Lexi. 6 for Lexi. 69-41 Mustangs. With 4:39 left here in the fourth. Davis down low. Pratt, pretty move around Lexi and lays it up and in. I think initially wanted to slam that in. Thought better of it. And nonetheless, it gives Pratt 12, just above his season average of 11.3 coming in.
I think they want a dunk at some point to energize, just if anything, just to, energize these fans that have come out to watch again, and they've been very supportive.
There's Gallagher spinning after a Bender miss on the other side. Missing there. Coming inside to Keandre, was able to finish it there for the Mustangs. Keandre now with 19, lead at 73-41 with 4:02 left here in the fourth. A foul on Brandon Davis. A little reach in there on Alexi, but you can kind of sense here, Steve, if the starters stay in, you might see a dunk coming, but I think we're going to get a full line change now for the Mustangs. Starters coming out at 73-41 with 3:47 left on a running clock here in the fourth.
Yeah, no dunks tonight. That's it. That's the only thing you can say. And
unless you get one from Kavanaugh.
Yeah, he could probably throw one down, but 19 points for DeShields and Gallagher, 17 for Davis, finishing up. Pratt with 12.
Keandre and Gallagher with 19 apiece, correct?
Yep. And
Davis
Chambers
with
Chambers is gone too. He finishes with 4.
Lexi at the line, front end of a 1-and-1, good. Lexi with 7. Substitution here, Cody Karcher checking in on the TJ side. You give the Jags credit, they played hard, and as you said, Steve, they played the Mustangs closer than anyone else so far this season, at least through about 2.5 quarters.
Just that
second free throw, good again from Lexi.
That energy fit came later than usual. Usually it comes in the middle of the first quarter or late second quarter, and we didn't have one till the third quarter.
Still appears, though, the Mustangs' closest game as far as final result will have been their opener, 72-56 over Baldwin.
Well, this one just felt closer.
It was closer, certainly, than the Baldwin game. But the Mustangs, a second-half spurt, racing away, up 30 at 73-43. For the second line in, Blaze Krisner bounces it down low to Bullish, back to Krisner, long 2 near wing, good.
Nice.
Blaze Krisner. Krisner 4 fourth quarter points and a 75-43 lead for the Mustangs over the Jags. On the far side, Bender, a leaner, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and last touch there by Laurel Highlands going out. Jags make a few more changes. Brody Evans checking in.
Bender goes out, never did foul out. He had those 4 fouls early. Finishes with 4 points.
And so far the only foul out on the Jags side was Lippincott. And Bolish an intercept, sending it down to Michael Bittner, who missed there on the layup attempt from the far block. Ball goes out of bounds back over the Jags with 2:25 to play. Some of the folks starting to beat the traffic out of Laurel Highlands tonight.
Yeah, heavy traffic tonight, probably.
This one in hand. Lead at 32, 2:14 to play. Top Karcher sending it around. A little leaner. And a miss there from Jeffrey Berger. A foul called underneath. I think they'll get Krisner here. They will. Brody Evans at the free throw line to shoot 2. 1:53 to play. Evans' first of 2 free throws good. So Evans gets into the scoring column. Now you got Malachi Wallace in the game for Krisner, fan favorite. They got him a basket, I think, back in the Greensburg-Salem game. They're going to try to set him up here again as Evans makes the second free throw. They're telling him to camp underneath. Just don't get a 3-second call down there. Bolish has it now. They'll send it back down low in Wallace's direction. Couldn't finish. They're going to feed him again. Touched around the outside, Michael Bittner. He's trying to post up down there, Steve, as Wallace. Tried a little dump down in his direction. But it's Cody Karcher out of the pack with it here for the Jags with 1:25 to play. Lead at 75-45. Nice little shot there on the baseline. Make from Cody Karcher. His first 2 of the game. Mason Bolish brings it back across for the Mustangs with 1:13 to play. They want a basket from Wallace tonight. Well, high feed there, brought down by Bittner. And Wallace getting it back with the seam, far baseline, hard foul. Call there on Jeffrey Berger, but he'll have 2 free throws here for Malachi Wallace. With 55 seconds left. He's telling the crowd to settle down. He wants everybody to settle down. Wants to concentrate. First of 2, no good. He wanted to bank that one in. Now Wallace for a second. It's up on the way, and good! It'll count. Malachi Wallace. You hear it from the crowd. They love that kid, Steve.
Yep. They should take him out, get a standing ovation now.
The corner 3 on the way, short there. On offensive rebound, and Brody Evans gets another 2.
Brody.
76-49 Mustangs. 35 seconds left. Now Bolish staying with it, driving inside. Look at another foul from behind. Time on Ben Rubinoff.
Brody's a bootlegger.
23 seconds left here in the 4th. Between our talks of Festivus and before the holiday break and some of our comments here today, people probably wonder what we're talking about half the time.
Yeah.
Bolish made free throw, gets him on the scoreboard tonight. Missed the second. 77-49. Jags come back. Rubinoff out to Egerton. Near side, Jeffrey Berger off the back iron. No good. How about that rebound? Malachi Wallace. Over to Michael Bittner. Spotting up for the 3, a miss. Underneath there, Jeffrey Berger the rebound, and that'll do it. Mustangs improved to 7-0 to start the season. 77-49, winning their conference opening game over Thomas Jefferson tonight. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you, actually the final numbers for you in a moment, when our post-game show comes your way, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. It's on the way next. Mustangs win it 77-49.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us. Here for you.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $209 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at $10,000 per year with $3,000 cash rate equity with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest plus $500 GM bonus. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 at Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Brian Morozak and Steve Subert back here at Laurel Highlands High School in our postgame show brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Mustangs winning at 77-49 tonight. Steve, as your final stats, they're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, for the Jaguars, Lowry finishes with 12 points, Berger with 12, Lexi with 8, Sullivan 7, Bender with 4, Karcher with 2, and Evans with 2. They had 12 in the first, 18 in the second, just 8 in the third, 11 in the fourth, 49 for the ball game. For the Mustangs, the Shields, 19 points, Gallagher 19 points, Davis with 17, Pratt with 12, Chambers chips in 4, Krisner with 4. They had, and Wallace with 1. They had 12 in the first, 24 in that second, 19 in the third, 22 in the fourth for a 77-49 victory.
Again, we're back with you on Friday. Laurel Highlands at Ringgold taking on the Rams. We'll have it, of course, on Facebook Live, and then I'll do it for you folks on the video side. We're back with one final segment on the radio side right after this. Again, the Mustangs win it 77-49. All right, Nick.
All righty.